Hi there, it's Angie Doy, and today's little law of attraction lesson is kind of out there and woo woo, so I warn you now. And what it's all about is my theory that you need to grab yourself a genie. Now, I'm not the first person to talk about the law of attraction and genies, not at all. It was mentioned in the film The Secret, and there was really nice, vivid animation about a genie and how you ask for what you want of the genie, and the genie says, your word is my command. When my dad used to teach me about the law of attraction, and when he used to tell the story of the genie, he always used to add, your slightest wish is my command. And there's quite a nuance in there. And as you know, what I'm all about with the law of attraction is the layers, the nuances, the subtleties, the things that actually build the big picture. And your slightest wish is my command is something very telling about the layers in the law of attraction, because you have been taught all your life, I'm sure, to be careful what you wish for, and there's a real truth in that. Anyway, I promised that this would be fun and woo woo and upbeat, and I want to talk about this genie. Now, the genie that I would encourage you to get, I'd like you to manifest him or her now. Why not have a female genie? But the thing about this genie is this genie doesn't speak your language. You really have to understand that in communicating with your genie, you really have to go out of your way to make things crystal clear to him or her. So really bring them into your life. Say, I call upon my genie. Who are you? What kind of a character are you? And you two get to know each other. But I don't really want to be unkind to the genie, but imagine that your genie is either incredibly stupid, so that you have to really exaggerate everything that you tell him or her, or that, as I said, they just don't speak your language, and you will find that communicating with your genie is exactly how you need to communicate with the universe. Things you already know. Actions speak louder than words. So it's no good lying on a couch on a Sunday and saying, oh, I wish that my garden was as green and luxurious and abundant as my neighbours. When your neighbour's out there working on their garden, you really need to get out there. And the genie will come out there and watch you and think, oh, I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to create an abundant garden, aren't you? Oh, well, here, let me help you. Because actions speak louder than words. So your genie can teach you a lot. So when you're thinking about what you want in your life, consider, does your genie understand enough to be your servant? Because they're there to help you. That's all they exist for, is to bring your slightest wish into being. But are you clear about what you want? So, your genie is watching you and listening to you 24/7. So in the morning, there you are for 5 minutes when you get up, as you open your eyes and you're still in bed, and you say, oh, I want today to be a really successful day, and I want to make lots of money. In fact, this month I want to make an extra $3,000. Great. He watches you and thinks that's interesting. And then he sees you pad downstairs to make your morning coffee and start your day. And the mailman's been, and you look at your post, and there's a utility bill, and you start to groan and say, well, I can never pay that. And your genie's confused because he just heard you say upstairs that you wanted to manifest extra money, and now you're talking about not having enough money, so you must not want to have enough money, right? So you really don't want to confuse your genie. So when you get a bill, you need a new way of looking at them. You need to open your bill and to think, oh, I must be quite a prosperous person because I'm able to heat and light my home, and now I get to show my appreciation and gratitude for this service that I've had by paying for it. And I'm happy to do that because I really value the services that this company brings me. I get my broadband through them, I get to heat and light my home, and I love my home. So, yeah, of course, why wouldn't I want to pay this bill? It's great. And tax bills are really brilliant because a tax bill is based on your income. So you say, oh, I'm really lucky that I'm actually eligible to pay this much income tax. It must mean that I'm earning a great deal of money and my taxes will be used to help people less fortunate than me. Yeah, of course, paying my taxes is great. Bring 'em on. So your genie gets to see the full picture. Now, what your genie likes is when things match. He tries to go to collect the set, really. He wants to please you, wants to be really sure that he's actually getting you and understanding you. So he's watching your every action. And what he's really looking for to get a match, his training, is when what you say, what you do, what you believe, and what you think, when those things are all the same and he can see it's all the same, then he's absolutely sure, he's crystal clear. Yes, this is what he or she really wants. This is what my master or mistress really wants, because it's all they ever talk about, it's all they ever look at, it's all they ever look for, it's what absolutely delights them when they get a suggestion of this thing. You know, they light up inside, they're animated, they're delighted, they're grateful. Oh yes, I've absolutely got the full set of instructions now to manifest for this person. Go get yourselves a genie. Go get yourself a genie today. If you really want to put this all together so that you understand what on earth I'm talking about, I've written a book which sets out my way of learning how to master the law of attraction. It's got a massively long title. It's called Your Essential Guide to Understanding and Mastering the 8 Layers of the Law of Attraction. But it does set out very simply how you can master the law of attraction, and the concept of having a really stupid genie about the place is one of my unique little quirks that I have for teaching it, that I think actually helps people, and I think it can be a lot of fun. So manifest your genie, work as a team, and make sure that you have a full set of instructions every time you ask for something, and they will absolutely perform miracles for you. Thank you for listening. It's Angie Doy.